I want to say good day to all God's beautiful children. It's another day that God has blessed us with. We want to rejoice and we want to be glad in it. We are truly happy that He has blessed us with this another day, one that we have never seen before, and certainly one that we'll never see again. I want to thank you for joining Chat with the Jackson. We want to encourage you to join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. American time, 7 p.m. Jamaican time on Facebook Live. We want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think we have some stuff over there that we consider as good stuff, and we are hoping that we can help each other while you go over. Take a look, take a view, and subscribe to our channel. We'll highly appreciate it. But this day, I want to talk with you for a couple minutes on a topic that is dear to us, a topic that is causing a lot of rift in our relationship today, a topic that we shy away from, but one that we should pay close attention to. And it is, so my partner cheat on me, then what? So my partner cheated on me, then what? You see, a lot of us, we look at the first part where we said, my partner cheated on me, but then we never look at the then what. After the cheating, then what? Will you go or will you stay? We want to take a closer look at this today, and we will see. I want you to reason with me whether you will go or you will stay. I know most of us look at it and said, if my partner cheated me, I'm gone. But let's reason it out and see what happened. What will God do? What the Bible say about this topic? This is only one place we'll go in the Bible, Matthew 19, where God will give you a right. So when we talk about cheating, we'll have to be careful, because we cannot live just for any and everything. The Bible said unless it's for adultery, fornication, then it's up to you. If you want to stay, you could stay with your partner. If you want to go, then God gives you the right to go. But if you want to stay, that's your decision. There are many times that people will talk to me and they will say that, Brother Jackson, well, he has cheated on me and I'm gone. But there are times that we have to reason things out and see where we want to go from here. I always encourage people not to make a rash decision. Let's take some time off. Let's get some professional counseling. Let's talk to your pastor, your elder, your bishop, somebody that you trust, somebody you know will lead you in the right direction before you make a decision and throw in the towel. You see, there are many times that your partner might cheat on you, and the first thing comes to you. That's some of us we are talking about now. We are just reasoning today. And the first thing comes to your mind is that, well, it's bun for bun. You know, he cheated me, so I'm going to cheat back on you. But I will never encourage that. You see, what we want to do is we want to make our relationship better and stronger. And if you try and match your partner by then say cheating for cheating. 50-50, we're even, and then we could go on. That's not a good thing to do. And I will never encourage no one to say cheat for cheat, bun for bun. It never works. Number one, you're gonna degrade yourself. You're gonna step down to a lower level. What I encourage you to do is to step up. Step up one step above. Don't get in the gutter. So cheat for cheat, never good. Let's strike that off and take that off the list. So, okay then, well, if you want to go cheat for cheat, but do you think that when your partner cheats on you, you will ever get the truth? I'm not talking about just the basics. I'm talking about 100% truth. Do you think they will ever come clean 100%? And there are times that we are saying that, well, if I am going to stay, I want the whole truth. It is important to get the whole truth. But we have to be very careful too that we can handle the whole truth. So if we are going to stay, let's evaluate the situation. Let's think about it. And let us see if we can handle it. Because yes, we want the truth. But the real question is, can I handle the truth? So that's one thing that you ought to do. That if you're the guilty party, I would encourage you to come out clean. Come out with your hands up. Don't allow the innocent party to keep finding out things on his or her own. I advise you to come clean, put everything on the table, because you want to save your relationship. You already messed up, but you want to save your relationship. So I would encourage you to come clean. You might say to me now, well, Brother Jackson, what if you have kids in the midst? How would you deal with that one? Should we tell the kids about what's going on? And I would encourage you to have a talk. It depends on the age of the kids now. But I'll encourage you to have a talk with your kids. You don't have to go in 100. But you should have a talk with your kids. You should prepare your kids for this, especially if you're going to leave. You should prepare your kid for it. Well, if you're going to stay and both parties talks about it and the innocent party forgave the guilty party, then maybe you don't have to bring your kids in it. But if after talking about it you decide to go, then I encourage you to have a talk with the kids. Then the question might come, who should talk to the kids? The innocent party or the guilty party? And my advice is both parties need to talk to the kids. Don't lie to the kids. Let them know daddy messed up, mommy messed up, and this is what's gonna happen. You might have to seek professional counseling also for the kids. Have them ready to face you're messed up. Don't try and find fault. Don't find excuses. Just come clean with the kids and let them know daddy or mommy messed up and this is what's going to happen. But that is only if you decide that you're not going to stay. Another question that comes up, which we see happen a lot, our friends and our family get so involved at times in our relationship that we allow them to make decisions in our family. So first thing, your husband messed up and the wife will go over to her best friend and said, he messed up and I'm not staying. And the first thing your friend is gonna say, child, you should get out immediately. You see what a friend will do? A friend will have your back in the weakest moment. A friend should put in high gear now and be thinking along with you, knowing that you're not 100% there. You're a little light-headed now. You want to go. So your friend should work it out with you instead of the first thing they want to say is pack and leave. May I tell you that a lot of friends who will tell you to pack and leave, they will not leave their relationship and they're going through things that much worse than what you're going through now. But the first thing they want to tell you is to leave. So I encourage you, be careful who you talk to when your partner cheats on you. Be careful of the family members that you talk to also. You might have your uncle or your auntie or your mom or your dad, somebody you can trust. Somebody would lead you in the right direction and somebody who have your back. Because not every friend and not every family member have your back. Another question will comes up, and well, if I decide to stay, should I even say anything to my friend or to my family member? And then again, my answer would be it all depends. It all depends. The least amount of people you can get involved is the best for the relationship. But it all depends. They're a friend or they're a family member or a professional counselor. That would be my first advice. A professional counselor would help you through this one. It's not going to be easy. If you go or if you stay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to be easy. It's going to be an easy decision. But you're going to need some help. But choose wisely who you choose to talk to. Because if you want to stay, you want to hide a multitude of sin. And again, if you're gonna stay, it's not wise to keep throwing it back in the guilty party face. As soon as he messed up, then you throw it in his face that you remember when. So we have to make sure that we forgive. I want to say forget, but it won't be an easy task to forget. But when we forgive, it's like we forget because we should put it behind us. Remember when we sin against Jesus, he forgive us and it take the charge away from us. We ought to do the same thing. When we forgive our partner and decide to take him back for cheating or her back for cheating, just don't throw it in their face every minute you get. You can make that worse for the relationship. Now, when you forgive it, the person and you go back, now you have to treat your relationship in a different way. And this is what we're going to talk about Tuesday night and Chat with the Jacksons at 8 p.m. We have to set some boundaries in our relationship. And the guilty part, you'd have to understand that things have to change around here. It won't be rice and gravy as before. You know, you have to allow the innocent party now to trust you. You have to build back that trust. But as I said a couple of minutes ago, the guilty party have to show remorse that they're sorry. But the innocent party also have to work with them and don't throw it in their face every minute you get. Because then another thing that I'm thinking about, that after you cheat and your spouse, most of the time that we look back at it and we are looking at, this is not a us no more. This is you on the left and I'm on the right. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that cheating is an easy thing to go through. But it's something that you have to address. And the way we try to address it sometimes, it's just by myself. I will not encourage you to tackle this by yourself. Get your partner back involved. Get your counselor involved. And just don't say to your partner, you messed up, you go and fix it. Let's work together. Let's work together and try to fix this. If you decide that you're not going to stay in that relationship and you're going to leave, you're sure you're going to leave, my advice to you is not to rush into another relationship. Because there are times that we might take the hurt from the whole relationship and carry that baggage in the new relationship. Let's be careful. And as the Bible says, that even if you separate, just don't rush into it, because it might be something that you want to work out back later. But then the guilty party found out that there was a relationship in the break, and then that's double trouble. So just don't rush into a relationship. And apart from even a relationship, remember at this time you're vulnerable, and you will have some wolves or some ladies or whatever in the wings waiting, and they will come and give you the impression like they got your back, they want the best for you, but they are trying to get you into a compromised position. Because remember now, you are vulnerable. When you decide to stay, you're gonna make sure your partner know that this cheating thing will not be accepted, and we have to put this aside if we want to move on. Because a lot of us don't know what we have until we lose it. There are many of us in some relationship that it's like solid gold, and we keep messing around with this and find ourselves on the outside begging to come back. We only realize what we have when we lose it. We should look at our relationship like how we look at investment. Something that we want to invest in, we want to build on, we want to see it go further and further in a positive direction. A relationship should not be something like a competition, like a race. We have to invest wise. Paul says to the more mature men, we have to help the younger ones to be men, to be husbands, to be leaders, and pertaining to the ladies, is asking that the older sisters groom the younger sisters to be wife, to be a caretaker, to love their husband. And I want to leave with you that when your partner, and if your partner decides to take you back, I implore on you to stay as far away from cheating as the east is from the west, because there are times that we dabble on the side of sin until it takes us further than we want to go. So don't play with cheating when your partner decides to forgive you. Keep the family together, because that's what Chat with the Jackson is all about, to keep families together. Join us this coming Tuesday, April 6th at 8 p.m. American time, 7 p.m. Jamaican time, while we talk more about families. We will be discussing the topic on Tuesday night, and about setting boundaries in our relationship. There are times that we need to tighten up things, and join us. We'll be tightening up on Tuesday night when we set some boundaries in our relationship. Until we talk again, Chat with the Jacksons love you. God love you. Continue to practice social distancing. Continue to use your sanitizer. Continue to listen to the scientists. We love you, and we're out.